everyone and welcome to another video. I need to take down the Christmas tree. It's driving me mad now. As far as I'm concerned, I've had enough of Christmas. I need to get it over with. Christmas has been brilliant, but it's been a time of indulgence and I'm ready to move on from that. So I'm going to put the Christmas tree away a little bit later, maybe this evening. But I thought we would talk about 5 amazing bags from Hermes that are all, I think the most expensive one is £3,440. And to me, okay, and I need to caveat something in this video, but to me, these prices are insane because what I'm about to share with you, if the prices are correct, which is something I need to caveat, if the prices are correct, these bags are cheaper than Dior. Some of these bags are Gucci money and they are Hermes. Now, the caveat I need to make is this. I feel like there was 2 caveats, but I can only think of one. The caveat I need to make is in terms of these prices. Oh yeah, I remember the other caveat. These prices, I did a Google search earlier because I wanted to know in 2024 how much are these bags now. And the prices that I'm going to quote to you are prices that I've sourced online, and I will link below to my source. If you are watching this though and you have recently bought one of these bags and you know the price I'm going to tell you to be incorrect, whether it's higher or lower, please can you leave a comment below this video. The prices I'm going to give you are in euros. So if you're watching and you're in the States or you're in the UK or you're in Australia and you've paid a completely different price, it's likely due to currency. But if the price is like near enough, but it's like off, or if you are on the continent and you've bought something in euros and it's wrong, please let me know. And the other kind of caveat I just want to say is that I realise with Hermes that just because something is not a quota bag doesn't mean you can actually get it. I realise that it's not like a lot of other brands where you can walk in and buy something off the shelf. Hermes to me epitomises true luxury for that reason, because their things are slightly harder to get, so they feel more special, I think, when you do get hold of them. And you know, I've spoken about Hermes before. The only bag that I would actually buy from Hermes is the Constance, as I've told you a million times. You know I love that bag. I wouldn't necessarily buy any others, but when I saw these prices, I did think twice. To be honest, I did think twice. So the first, and this is in no particular order, these prices are in no particular order. The first is the Picotin. This is in the size 22. There was, from what I gather, a price increase on the 1st of January. And that is not anything to be shocked or amazed by. From what I understand, I was actually told in Dior back, it must have been the end of November. I think it was November. I was told that Dior were going to have a price rise in January as well. I don't know the date. I just heard that in January they were having a price rise. I haven't gone and looked to see how much their stuff is, to see whether it's gone up or not. But Hermes looked like they had a price rise on the 1st of January. And their price rises, percentage-wise, aren't as crazy as places like Chanel. Like some of their price rises, back in 2020, 2021, they had like a total price rise collectively on all of their products throughout the year of over 30%. This is like nowhere near it. So Picotin 22, this is 2,700 euros and it's actually gone up by 5.7%. Again, just that price feels very low to me. Not as low as another one I'm going to come on to in a second, but that price does feel low. But that's the information that I found online. Again, if you're watching this and you're thinking that is not correct, it's a lot more than that, or it's a lot less than that, please leave it in the comments, because not only would I like to know, but so would everyone else, because it is a mystery trying to find out how much Hermes bags are, a true mystery. The next one is the Evelyn 16, and this is a cute little bag. If you're into a logo, I think this is a good bag to go for. It's very iconic and it's got quite a cult following, I feel. I've seen a lot of people that wear it and they make it look amazing. This again, I know it's the smallest size. I think it's the smallest size, but the price doesn't stack up to me because it feels very, I know it's like, I know as bags go in terms of the design, there's nothing too fancy about it. It's quite simple. But it's 1,660 euros. And that's an actual increase of 5.7% according to my source. Now again, if that price is true, we should all be running to Hermes right now, because that is a great price. For a bag like that, I know it's small, but for a bag like that, that is an amazing price, and I am stunned that that's how much it would be. You know, I did a video yesterday where I was sharing with you bags that cost 4K and under, or like £3,950 and under. Call it 4K. And there wasn't much out there. I did find quite a few bags that were around about 2,500, but they weren't very big bags, they were quite small, and you know, it can be quite difficult to actually find things that are within that budget. But for Hermes to have these prices, if these prices are correct, wow, like that's amazing. That's a really good price. So yeah, just to kind of let you know about that one, 1,660 euros for the Evelyn 16 bag. The next one is one that I think is quite cute. It's not one that I would necessarily buy. So with Hermes, the only one that's stolen my heart is the Constance. You know, I keep banging on about it. I'll buy it eventually. I want to wait until I'm offered it though, because I want it in a very specific leather, in a very specific colour, with a very specific hardware. So I would rather wait to be offered it than pay overs and buy pre-loved, even though I know that's like going to be a simpler way to go. But this next bag I think is quite cute, and it's the Garden Party in the 30. And again, this feels like a really, for the size of bag, for what you get, this price feels weird. It's 3,100 euros, and that's also had an increase. That increase has been 6.8%, that rise. Does this price feel correct to you? Is that a correct price? I'm not sure. If it is, that's a really good deal. And then two more. The next one is the Herbag Zip 31. Again, this price feels very low for what it is. 2,170 euros. That hasn't actually had a price increase according to my source. That price increase, there hasn't been an increase on that bag. What do we think of that bag? There are some from Hermes that I could get on board with. Like, for example, I wouldn't buy one, but the Birkin 25 has grown on me. I never used to like it. It just wasn't a bag that said too much to me. But over the years, it has grown on me. Would I go and buy one? No, I wouldn't, because I'd rather have a Constance. But it is one that's grown on me. And I think one thing I'm noticing with Hermes, like I've got a belt, for example, and I've really noticed a lot of you tell me the quality of Hermes is second to none. And just looking at that, just the belt alone, I can see the quality, I can feel the quality. It's a really exceptional piece. It looks beautiful. The stitching's all perfect. The leather is like buttery soft. It looks amazing. And so I think these bags over time, as I'm getting older and my tastes are changing, you know, bags that I used to absolutely love 10 years ago, I've gone off a little bit now. So for example, the classic flap. I don't really use my classic flaps these days because of reasons I've told you to do with security, but also functionally, the way you've got the flap on the outside and then a flap on the inside, and it all gets really annoying. I prefer something that's more tote-like, that I can just get in and out of like really simply. So I think my tastes have definitely changed, and yeah, Hermes is one that, who knows, maybe in the future I'll be like a really big fan of it. For now, I can appreciate it and I can see what people like about it. It's not something that I would go and spend my money on, but I get it. I get it. Okay, the next one and the final one is possibly one of my favourites, and this is a price that I can actually guarantee because it's on the website right now, and I mentioned it in yesterday's video. It is the Steeple 25. It's the cutest little tote bag. It is £3,440. So that it is one of the more expensive out of everything I've shown you. This is not a bag that I've seen before, although it might well be one that's been around for a while. Because I'm not so on the pulse with Hermes, I could well have like not seen this one. But this is another one that I think is really nice, and on the website it comes in 2 different colourways, which I'll show you here just so that you can understand and see. But I would say if you're into this bag, it is rare. Seems to me a rare occurrence that Hermes have bags on the website that are actually available to go and buy. It doesn't happen often, so I think if you don't live near an Hermes store and you're a big Hermes fan and this is in budget and you like the look of it, I would literally run to the website right now, because I guarantee this is not going to be on there for very long. I guarantee you that now. So they're the top 5 Hermes bags, all under £3,500. A lot of them kind of like around 2,000, which, as I've said, feels like very low for what I'm talking about. Please, I'm going to say it for the millionth time, if these prices are wrong, please list the prices below. I would massively appreciate it. If you want to go and check out more about where I've sourced the information from, I will link to the website below. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember to come back tomorrow because there will be another video.